We sort of dusted ourselves down and, you know, decided that we'd try for a baby again. And luckily, thankfully, we got pregnant in the June, didn't we? June 2017. And it was, you know, the first hour, I would say, of finding out I was pregnant was absolutely amazing. And then after that, you just think, what I'm going to do. You know, the fear that came over me at that point, I just thought it was just absolute panic from, you know, sort of from day one. You can't really get excited because you don't want to get excited because you don't know what's going to happen. So thankfully we got a reassurance scan at 7, it was about 7.5 weeks it was. And I just remember my heart just pounding, just thinking I was going into that same clinic where months before I'd been told I'd miscarried, hoping that this time, you know, you just want to hear a heartbeat. So we went in, and the relief when she said that there was a heartbeat, it was just the best thing in the world. So we got a picture and everything was amazing, and he comes out the hospital, rings parents. Our parents are, you know, overwhelmed and delighted for us. And then again, it kind of, the nerves just took over then. So I booked another scan. And for me, I didn't care that I was booking another scan. You know, people will probably think it was a bit sort of over the top, but I needed another scan to check. So we had 3 private scans, I think it was. And then we had our official hospital scan just over 12 weeks, and, you know, and everything was fine. And it was just, you could start to plan then, you know, you could start to get a little bit excited. But in the back of my head, there was always, well, let's get to the next stage, let's get to the next scan. So we get to the 20-week scan and everything was fine. And it was only at that point really where I kind of started to enjoy my pregnancy. Even in that labour, I couldn't believe that I was actually having a baby. It was the pains that were associated with labour just took me right back to that time in the toilet, because the pains in that toilet were quite similar in that first stages of early labour. And I just, you know, even at that point, I couldn't believe that we'd got to this point. So yeah, Nancy Jean was born 28th February at 9:52 p.m. And she was £5.15, and she was just perfect. She was just absolutely beautiful.